Hello and welcome to Real Auto Reviews. My name is Syed Shiraz Shah, and if you are coming to my channel for the first time, let me tell you that in this video, okay, I try to do it for every car and motorcycle. So in motorcycles, I tell you essentially the vibrations at cruising speeds in top gear, and in cars I tell you what RPM it does at cruising speeds in top gear. Of course, I do that for the motorcycles as well. And in cars, I tell you about the outside noise, okay, the presence or the lack of it, okay, and the intensity. So there are three kinds of noises: road noise, road/tire noise, wind noise, and engine noise. Okay, so we'll club all of these together, into a singular unit called noise. Because see, as potential owners, you want to know, how much noise comes inside the cabin, right? And I would also tell you the minimum speed at which it automatically shifts into the top gear, which is the 7th gear in this case. All right, in fact, I can tell it to you right away, but yeah, let me show it to you rather. It would upshift with a light foot, okay, and this is an empty car. If the car is loaded, fully loaded, that means you have passengers in the car, then there might be an increment of a couple of kilometers per hour. So right now it would upshift at somewhere around 84, right? So with a fully loaded car, it might upshift at 80, 84 on a flat road, okay, or even 85, 86, but nothing beyond that. All right, now let me quickly take it up to 100 kilometers per hour. I'll have to overtake these gentlemen, and unfortunately I'll have to overtake from the left because the bus would not budge. Okay, so, and that's 100. So that's 1800 RPM. Pretty relaxed, okay, beautifully relaxed. At this point in time, you can hardly hear anything. There is a bit of, you would not call it wind noise. So if you have seen this series, okay, highway review videos, so I have mentioned say for example, even in something like the top of the line Range Rover SV, that's a V8, okay, that's a 5 crore rupee car in India, you would hear that faint whistle, okay. So and I have also mentioned that this whistle or the wind noise, all right, as experienced in entry-level cars. So in entry-level cars, you would actually hear buffeting, and cars that cost over 15 lakh rupees, that buffeting is not there. You can hear a whistle which gets milder and milder as the level of the car is upgraded, I would say. So in Mercs, Volvos, Lexuses, Range Rovers, that whistle sound is the least. All right, now even here, okay, it's hardly anything, okay. Like, I have to focus to hear it. There is absolutely, well, I would say almost zero engine noise. Road noise, road/tire noise, yes, again, nothing to be worried about. So yeah, it's a quiet cabin, okay, a fairly quiet cabin. Yeah, so I was telling you that, you know, the road noise would depend upon the surface of the expressway or the highway. So this is Yamuna Expressway. It's primarily made of cement/concrete on tarmac. See, this was a section, you know, a very short section of tarmac, and I'm sure you were able to notice that the road noise almost vanishes, okay, whatever little was there to begin with. And the wind noise, okay, would also depend upon the surroundings of the expressway or the highway. All right, so I'll try to take it up to 120, but let me tell it to you right now, okay, on the way here, okay, when I was testing it. And so this is what I do, I try to test it first and then make the video. Sometimes, okay, when there is a paucity of time, I do live testing and live recording, in the sense, you know, I'm recording at the time of testing. So let's take it up to 120. Yeah, so I was saying that even at 120, 140, 150, the cabin remains fairly quiet, okay, except for, of course, this speed warning chime. All right, so it's doing what? It's just a shade below 2200 RPM. Okay, it can qualify as 2200 RPM. But you know, I will try to show it to you. I might not get a chance because there's for an expressway there's a lot, you know, this traffic is considered a bit too high. I'll see if I can take it up to 130 safely. Somewhere around 2400 RPM. See, I don't want to make this an unnecessarily long video, okay? You would not cruise at 140, 150. You would be cruising in India at 100, 120. And, you know, whenever you get a nice clear stretch, you will increase the speed to 140, 150 if it is safe to do that. And in this one, like I said, that even at 140, 150, the cabin remains fairly quiet. All right, in fact, if I mask the instrument cluster, you would not be able to tell that, you know, this is doing 150. You would be thinking that, okay, you know what, this would be doing somewhere around 125, 130. It's that peaceful inside. Oh, that's a surprise. Thank you so much. You should have indicated, but then yeah, I think that would be expecting too much. So that's 2200. I have to keep both my eyes on the road and just take a quick peek. Less than 2400. 130 is less than 2400. Okay, it would be like 2370, 2300 and 80. See, the crux is, again, I think I'm repeating it for the nth time. The kind of cruising speeds that you will do in India, including the short bursts, okay, of maintaining 130, 140, 150 on empty expressways, you know, you would not at all be bothered by the noise, okay, because there is hardly any. All right, So yeah guys, that was the long and short of it. I hope you like the video, and do hit that like button, do subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall see you soon in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the cylinder deactivation technology. So I hope you just saw, the eco icon. Okay, let me. So, okay, it would come. That means the cylinder deactivation technology tech is working. Okay, with a very light foot on the throttle, and majority of the times when you lift off, okay, you would see that. See, that's the one. All right, and you would not feel at all that now there are two cylinders working. Okay, the switchover, you would never feel it. If it was not for this, you would have never known. All right, see, now my foot is off the throttle. Great. Now my foot is back on the throttle, very light foot on the throttle, and it disappeared. Okay, let's try again. I am easing my foot off. My foot is still on the throttle, but I was easing off, and now let's say I set cruise control. My foot is of course off the throttle. Cruise control is on and it's working. So yeah, you would get brilliant fuel economy because of this technology, which works even when you have activated cruise control. So yeah, a big thumbs up to VW. See, I've increased the speed to 90, but then after some time it will again that icon will again come back, but then that would be an unnecessarily long video. I just showed to you that it does work with and without cruise control. So yeah guys, I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.